The Friday evening commute. We have been collecting video from all over the place and waterlogged streets, walkways, even a metro station flooded out. We're going to show you some of the worst hit places in just a minute. First, though, I am in the Weather Storm Watch Center with meteorologist Steve Rudin, and this was a bumpy night, but at least it was faster moving than last week.
It was very fast moving, and the best news of all, most of it, if not all of it, is out of here already, and we're going to look at the nicer weekend ahead. Looking outside right now, just a little bit of patchy cloudiness, not going to amount to a whole lot more. Swing things over to the wall over here, and you can see where the real big storms are located off the Delmarva Peninsula, moving off toward the east. Ocean City finally beginning to clear out. The same for Chincoteague. Swing things back to our area, and we are looking at clearing skies, especially off to the west of us, Garrett, Allegheny, and Washington counties, and that is a great indication of what's on the way for the day tomorrow. Coming up, we're going to take a look at our beach outlook and an updated eclipse forecast. More on that coming up in just a few minutes. Jonathan?
Steve, we look forward to it. Thanks. Getting around this Friday night wasn't very easy in the district. Rushing rain made roads look more like streams in some cases, and our Tom Rousey reports that some drivers had to take detours.
Many parts of our area really got slammed tonight. This video is from the Beltway in Prince George's County. And these videos were posted by D.C. residents to Twitter. This is Tenleytown, and this is Connecticut Avenue in Northwest. But one of the worst hit areas was low-lying Rock Creek Parkway. These were the last cars to get through before Park Police shut the southbound lanes down around 7:45 in the evening. After that, they made southbound traffic turn around and go north for a time. The creek itself was a lot higher and flowing a lot faster than normal. But after all the mess came what had to have been one of the best sunsets of the summer.
That was Tom Rousey reporting. Beautiful sunsets indeed. But take a look at this video. This is flooding at the Cleveland Park Metro Station. Yikes, looked like a swimming pool there. You can see the water pooling at the bottom of the escalator. Trains bypass that station as a safety precaution until that water finally receded. Remember to stay connected with the Stormwatch 7 team whenever there is bad weather on the horizon. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and also on our website at WJLA.com. And you can also download the Stormwatch app. It's a good resource to have. A tragic investigation to tell you about now. 3 girls under the age of 10 found dead inside of a home.
I can't even imagine the terror that the children were facing.
And whoever killed them is still out there. It is a very painful case for all involved in Clinton. Our Annalisa Gale is in that neighborhood right now. And, you know, we talked to neighbors earlier, Annalisa, and they're understandably in shock.
Jonathan, that's for sure. Shock all throughout this community. Those bodies found just a few houses down from this police car that has been here since this morning when the investigation began. Detectives have not identified a suspect, but I can tell you they are working around the clock.
I actually walked up on the family. I overheard them say that they're dead.
Just after 7:30 on Friday morning, a family member found 3 young girls dead. They were all under the age of 10 years old. Police say they suffered trauma to their bodies.
We are still unable to say how the children are related, if they are related to one another.
I can't even imagine the terror that the children were facing.
As a triple homicide investigation begins in their neighborhood, parents living in the community are horrified.
It's sad. You know, 2 weeks before school, it's very, very heartbreaking to know that someone could do that to some innocent kids.
Investigators do not believe that neighbors are in danger as they pursue justice for the young girls and their families.
And this was an incident that was specific to this residence.
We are confident that this investigation will be well handled.
And Jonathan, I can tell you that officials were very tight-lipped this afternoon during their press conference because they say they do not want to jeopardize this investigation. The 3 young girls have not been identified at this time. Live in Clinton tonight, Annalisa Gale, ABC 7 News.
It's a terrible story. Annalisa, thank you. We're closely following these tragic developments in Clinton. You can get breaking news right to your phone. Just sign up for those text alerts at WJLA.com/text. New developments now. Virginia Governor Terry McAuliffe signing an executive order to stop rallies and protests at the Lee Monument in downtown Richmond. No more permits will be issued for gathering there. It's just one of hundreds of Confederate symbols now being protested and facing removal in the wake of that violent protest in Charlottesville last weekend. Now, earlier this week, the governor encouraged all Virginia cities to remove Confederate statues. And new at 11 o'clock, the city of Manassas now has canceled its annual Civil War weekend, which was scheduled for later this month. The city says the decision is a direct result of what happened in Charlottesville. Melissa DePani now live in Manassas for us tonight. And Melissa, some are disappointed and others think it's a good idea.
Yes, definitely a mixture, but the city of Manassas says they are not going to be taking any chances in this event. They say that they are saddened to see the events that have taken place across this country, but that they canceled their event for the safety of their residents.
It's just something that historians and fans of history do.
It's a city well known for its place in Civil War history. Now the city that saw the Battle of Bull Run is canceling its annual Civil War weekend.
We had some concerns expressed by some of our participants and others, and just we want to err on the side of caution.
The event flyer boasts an old-timey bourbon tasting and a dance for participants wearing period clothes. The event started in 2011 and is not a celebration of the Civil War, but an educational study of the time in history.
It's an examination of life and the experience of both the Union side, the Confederate side, civilian life.
It's just sad.
Stefan Mueller was supposed to work the event. Manassas born and raised, Mueller is disappointed it's been canceled.
We gotta stand back and tell them we're not afraid. That's why I think we should do the Civil War weekend.
And he's not alone. Stephen Kent and his daughter moved here from Raleigh, North Carolina 3 years ago.
The statues, all that stuff, it needs to come down from public grounds. It doesn't belong there anymore. This is different. Here in Manassas, this is a different thing.
Now, even though this year's event has been canceled, it